middle of a fucking story. Okay,
Oh.
continue with your story.
Okay, but yeah, no. So
You
we're-
just really broke
yeah,
the
just
story
timing the
down.
story. But one of the guys sells he
Tygon,
do a
wiggle
service
your
inspection on one of our bomb lifts. So cool. I do a service
What's the bomb
inspection. The diesel-powered lift that carries missiles and bombs.
How many
and shit like that.
national secrets can we get like accidentally put on a stream in 1 hour?
I mean,
Let's do
this isn't
I
stuff
know, I'm
that's
fucking with you.
unknown. Somebody bought one of these things off of eBay after all, so yeah, it's kind of cool. But he owns
What the hell are
it
you
and he
gonna
lives
do
in
with
the
a
area.
pod?
Multi-flex
Whatever the fuck you
CTF.
want.
Oh, it can carry up to 30,000 pounds. I don't know. Lift
You're gonna
30,000
do
pounds worth
whatever
of
the
furniture.
fuck you want with that thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Multi-flex
I don't know, put his
CTF
car
this
on
map.
top of it and fucking lift his car up. I don't know. But
Yeah, there's an automotive lift, I guess.
yeah, but so I do the service inspection, and I notice that two of the other guys have just left the building to go, and it looks like they're leaving to go home because there's a parking lot. I was like, shit, that's fucked up. You released them without letting me.
Volunteered yourself.
Right, so it's like, shit, that's what I thought. So then I do my service inspection, I go back into the shop, and I go back to the office where the supervision is. One dude's, the main supervisor's over there in the middle of one of his stories. And I don't want to just interrupt him, so I go to the dude right next to him, who's the dude that we were given turnover to let us go home. I look at him, and I go, is Days good to go? And I give a thumbs up, like, hey, is Days good? You know, give me a thumbs up, I'm out of here. And he looks at me and he gives you a thumbs up. I was like, okay, shit, bet, alright, cool. Yeah, cool. That's my confirmation. That's a
That
signal.
is not verbal. Come on, you know better than this.
That's the thing,
Yeah, that's
right? We've had it before, so I was like, good to go. And he's like, yeah. And so I was like, alright, cool. And I
Are you
left.
listening to this like terrible story right here? Just
Oh my god, whatever.
Non-verbal non-verbal contracts can be legally binding.
yeah, it just didn't work for the fucking.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know.
Oh,
So
they have found the flag carrier. Damn it!
No, yeah, he gives you the thumbs up, and I was like, cool, I'm gone. I ended up leaving 20 minutes earlier than I was supposed to,
Good job.
without finishing up turnover. So they messaged you like, where'd you go? And I was like, oh shit, we weren't good to go. I got the thumbs up. I asked if we were good. He's like, no. I was like, oops.
That's whose ass coming back to work.
They're in
No,
the
because
flag again.
I'm still here. I ain't, no. I was like, that's not acceptable.
I hope they make you do push-ups.
No, no. Who the fuck does that? They can't make you do
Oh
push-ups
wait, no,
anyway.
Air Force.
That too.
They can't make you do push-ups.
No, the Air Force is.
Well, I
they're
have a
too
medical
special.
reason.
Oh.
Just
My
to drag my
wrist.
dirt.
Yeah, that too. No, my wrist got messed up thanks to being deployed and
Chronic masturbator.
Yep.
why does everyone always go to that? Do you realize when you're masturbating, unless you're doing some weird shit, you're using your forearm?
Yeah, so Slaughter fucks
Wait,
his
who the
wrist up
fuck's
by
using their forearm?
chronically masturbating.
I'm. Look.
You usually
Look,
use
you
your
don't-
forearm most.
You don't get to judge how I masturbate, okay?
Like I said, unless you're doing some weird shit. So you're obviously doing
Wait,
some
wait,
weird
why is
shit.
it gotta be weird? Why is it gotta be weird?
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh?
so
Are you
you're
judging?
too.
Oh shit! This motherfucker, you're judging.
I didn't say which wrist either. It could be the one I'm using to shove my fingers up my butt with. I don't
Exactly.
do that, by the way. I don't do that.
Oh bullshit, liar, liar.
Bullshit,
don't.
Tiger.
I really don't.
After
gonna
everything
lie.
that we've
You
talked
gonna
about
lie. You
today,
gonna lie
I
to
don't
me,
think I believe that.
Look, it's dirty in there, and I don't want to deal with that.
You're the one talking about me taking it up the ass, and then you're over here like,
Well, look, hold on. So,
Literally. Yeah.
I'm not talking about that on stream
poop
No.
comes from there.
for the 0 people watching. But like, let me just say it's not like
Tigron's used to taking it up the ass.
no. Well, I mean, yes, but like that's not why. It's just eh.
That's exactly why.
It's not. But
It sounds like exactly why though.
it's not. My diet sucks. But anyway,
You know what? I got a question now. Just because that's because y'all keep on talking about this. I got a question.
okay.
Would you? And this keeps on getting brought up at my shop for some reason. But would you rather eat ass or suck toes?
Suck
Toes.
toes.
I'm eating that ass all
No,
day.
Well, hold on.
Eat that ass.
Is this like a normal day of ass and toes, or this like freshly clean ass and toes? It matters.
That
I just
that's a
yes.
tough one.
Is this prepared or is this just?
Okay, okay. Well, I'll ask both. Let's start with prepared.
Oh, I'm eating that ass. Just
Yeah, I mean,
That's
Probably that ass. But if it's a regular day, like I don't like
Wait,
eating ass, but I would rather that than
this-
feet.
there's a caveat to a regular day too. Whose toes? I mean, are we talking somebody who's wearing like
Well,
shoes?
that's
and
another
clean
thing, like, what
socks?
kind of
Or
regular
is this
day?
like, is this like hobo on the
Yeah.
street with no
I'll be in
shoes?
the mud all day.
Can
Okay,
we just
uh,
specify,
being
like,
barefoot.
your-
All right, so
your current
Eddie,
partner.
we'll go with you. Normal day. Obviously, your wife doesn't have to know about anything that's said here, but you, normal day, eat ass or suck toes.
For her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She never wears fucking shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't wear shoes either. I wouldn't.
Now, okay. And as for you, Tigron, a normal work day between you and yours.
We're not recording this stream, are we?
Yes,
It's a
it's going up on
stream.
my YouTube.
Oh, awesome. This is on you. Great.
That's a very tough one because, like, his feet probably get really old.
I'm gonna title this video "Eat Ass or Suck Toes."
Yep, that's the title.
But at the same, I'd probably have to go with the toes, just because it's probably the least disgusting.
Least disgusting.
I'm just
Snow-
saying.
Snow
I'm
is
just saying.
a heavier set
I was
guy.
smashing while deployed with like 110, 120 degree weather and
Thank
fucking
God that
desert.
game's over with.
You ever heard of swamp ass? Like,
Yeah. Oh no, trust
Oh,
me.
God.
Trust me. If anybody knows what Swamp Ass is, it's me and fucking Lambda over here.
I did so shit that game.
like I just yeah nah.
Still eat ass.
I'd rather suck a dick.
Now to be fair though, I did pseudo prepare. Going back to the tent, I had stuff to prepare, and they did have showers.
So I would like to know that story of you were preparing on deployment. What
Buddy.
happened on
Alright,
deployment?
buddy, let's go, buddy.
Preparing
I was
for?
smashing.
How fun was that?
I was fucking somebody for like a month straight.
Yeah,
So you
never
were
mind.
preparing yourself to potentially take it, or?
No, god damn it.
But that's what it sounded
Oh,
like.
shut
No.
up, Scrub, look at you.
Well,
I
I'm not
told
the only
you.
one.
What did I tell you?
Exactly
What did I
it
tell you earlier? Been there, done that, got the shirt, not going back.
But why? But
With a
so here's
dude,
the
you
question:
said.
why not take it up the ass?
Sit the fuck down.
Actually,
I
wait,
don't-
that's never mind. You said that earlier, and you didn't
Sit the
divulge
fuck down.
the details.
Exactly.
Sit the fuck down.
I really want to
Well,
mute
Sit
this
the fuck
guy.
down,
Particular to the
Sturm. Get out of
person?
my face, Scrubs.
Or
Hit it in the ass.
Yeah,
Reasons that I will
I'm
not
muting this guy.
disclose, I did not and would not at that time. And I probably would not and will not at this time. Actually,
So
I know
was
I
it-
would not and will not at this time.
was it particular to the person, or was it particular to you?
I'm not saying shit because y'all are gonna start going down the rabbit hole. Y'all are gonna start
That makes
acting
it
like we
sound
little.
like it's particular to the person.
Y'all are gonna start going like be like little investigators and shit and being like, we have to find out.
That makes it sound like it's particular to the person,
1 second. Let me
and he
just
doesn't want to say
master
that
hacker
because he
here.
doesn't.
Yeah, no,
Because he
you,
doesn't-
you have no idea who the hell it is. Blue Spark's the only
I
one that
don't.
knows.
But it makes it sound
Was
like
it
it's particular to the.
Oh God, no.
I can say that no, it wasn't Brandon.
Yeah, I can
Could have been
promise you
pretty
no.
shit, but I can say it wasn't Brandon.
It definitely makes it sound like it's particular to the person, and that you wouldn't want to say anything that could potentially get back to said person and hurt their feelings.
We've all had that
no.
drunk night.
Oh,
all
believe me, he
had that
doesn't care
drunk
about
night.
that person's feelings.
I'll say it's been 10 years now. He's got a kid. He's married. He's living his life.
Okay.
No, and it's not that I care about his feelings. It's just there'd be no reason. It's
No,
nothing negative.
It's all making me want to know more.
Like, wait a second.
Yeah.
It's nothing negative against the person by any means. It's
Wasn't it like a
Nothing-
really bad
nothing.
breakup?
It's nothing weird.
I think I remember some of this. Wasn't it like a really bad breakup?
Yeah, I see. I knew Envy at the time. Envy knows a little bit.
But I don't
Yeah,
get to
because
know
it was Nick,
You're gonna
right?
fuck my wife, but you don't get to. But I don't get to know it. All right.
The least you could do is let him at the same time while you're fucking
I mean,
his wife. Is fine.
I mean, I
Yeah, tell me a
no.
story at the same time.
the
Come on.
least. Tell him the story.
No. Tell the story about how no.
How your life got flipped, turned upside down.
No.
Yep. Tell the story while you're fucking his wife.
At the same time, I gotta be entertained at least some way. I mean, come on.
I mean, I'll tell. I'd be willing to tell Lambda
I mean, you could suck
if
his
I
dick.
go over there.
If you go over there, what you have to fuck his wife first. That's the agreement here. I see. Don't believe it,
Yeah.
Lambda. Don't believe it. It's a trap. He's just
That's
trying to
definitely
get
a
you.
trap, 'cause
He's just trying to fuck your wife.
That's definitely a trap. I sucked a
If,
dude's dick
if
under
there's
the,
one thing, I am not a liar.
I sucked a dude's dick under the pretenses that he was gonna suck mine, and I sucked his first, and then he wouldn't suck mine.
Oh, you never go first, man. Come on, rule number 4. That's like
Yeah,
number.
learned that one.
No,
Can you
usually
read the
I
rule
like.
book first.
Usually I look. See, I'm a gentleman. If a girl goes down on me, I'll return the favor. She wouldn't let me while I was deployed. She wouldn't let me. I was like, all right.
Fuck me, I went down on my axis fucking core blank.
Yeah, that's usually what I did. That's what I would do. That's what I did. The first girl I was messing around with.
Yeah, I don't like going down on most girls. Like, don't actually have a problem with me not going down.
Haven't done it enough to have an opinion.
I will say,
I'm
getting
in
my
the
dick
same
sucked
boat there.
doesn't
I'm
really
married.
do a whole lot
I'm in
for
the
me.
same boat. She doesn't like it, so I'm like, all right, fine.
Literally, only once. Like, literally only once.
I'm about to take shoddy snipers off because I can't shoot for shit tonight.
I never
Good,
liked
good.
shoddy snipers.
It's shotgun. How hard could it fucking be?
The fact that he can't get close enough with a shotgun because
Yep.
Because he keeps on getting sniped.
Yep, pretty much.
And he can't snipe anybody because he just can't shoot for shit right now.
unlike the days of Halo 3 when it was on actual Xbox, people actually can aim here.
Oh yeah, because you know.
Yeah, I stand no
Keyboard
fucking chance in those fucking
Hey, I
hobbies.
finally got a snipe.
Envy, what's with you have 2 kills, bro.
I actually
Get it
technically
together.
have 3 kills because I killed myself.
Nice.
He was screen peeking, hopped over the side. Oh my god, remember that?
They're adding split screen to Master Chief Collection on PC.
Really?
And
Yeah.
crossplay.
I am okay with that because then when people come over to party, which they never will because they don't invite people, then I can do split screen.
Bitch, now I'm coming over.
But yeah, they'll
It's like the entire
they'll
reason I
have-
want
they'll have crossplay.
Mario Party is to play with John, Tigron, and X, even though X isn't really a part of that anymore.
The thing about crossplay for me, honestly, is they're also gonna make it to where they have input dependent matchmaking. So if the console players don't want to pair with any of the keyboard and mouse people, they don't have to.
It's kind of like
And they
what Call of Duty did. Call of Duty has limitation stuff where you can limit
But
that.
if you do that, you just
You're
win because you're wrong.
Oh,
I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, you just a little bitch can't handle it, but you know.
4 and 14. I have never done so bad.
Well, to be fair, there's apparently Halo is the only game I've ever heard anybody be like, "Man, the people that use a controller have an advantage."
No, they kind of have the advantage on Call of Duty as well because they got that aim assist.
Well, yeah, but you can remove aim assist.
Yeah, yeah, but they don't because they know that's the only way they can survive.
Look, here's the thing. It's not even an argument. They're both equally good. It depends on what you're good with.
Choose your weapon, I guess.
It's not about the tool, it's how you use it.
That's what
Easy
she
over
says
there,
when she
inside.
doesn't want you to feel bad.
What was the who was the fucking it was Summit. It was Summit 1G. And he did a stream and he was bitching about the people using controllers. Which, mind you, if you pay close enough attention, you can tell that the people he's bitching about using controllers are using keyboard and mouse.
Because of how they
their-
snap.
Because of how their movements are.
Oh yeah.
The one game I could say that the controller is actually an advantage on is Rocket League.
Well, yes, in
Oh,
any racing
definitely.
game, honestly.
You want a good PvP advantage? Dark Souls.
But for real, like, it's stupid how people think controllers are, like, giving an advantage on Halo.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
it's absolutely dumb.
And I was watching the kills that he got killed with and saying they're bullshit, like, no, they were legitimate kills. Like, I've played enough Halo to be like, no, you're just full of shit and you're a crybaby and suck ass. And that was legitimately his situation. Like, I hope I meet him sometime and just go, hey, how about that Halo performance?
Make him cry.
I want to make him so pissed off that he wants to hit me, honestly. Like, that's what I want.
Who are you trying to piss off?
Summit 1G.
I don't know who that is. Oh, is that the
He's-
guy who's like, "It's not a two-shot melee"?
Yeah, that's not a two-shot melee.
Oh god.
I'm lost. I don't follow streamers. Well, the big
I don't.
names.
I don't follow streamers either. to be fair.
I only saw it because somebody linked it or something, and
Yeah.
I
it was
back when
X
that was
because
a big
X was
deal.
like super convinced that there was like a huge advantage to playing with the gamepad.
So I told him to put up or shut up, and then he kind of backed off that night, and then the next day he like demands I get on the webcam, and when I do, he just holds up a controller and he goes, "Let's go, bitch." And I went, "Okay,"
God.
and I proceeded to wreck his ass in the three games preceding this.
Did he use those exact words or no?
Bitch was used. I don't know if "Let's go, bitch" was the exact words, but
Yeah, because
but basically.
if we're gonna drag X through the mud, let's at least be reasonable here.
No, it's not the exact words he used, but it's close enough.
What's
And-
that phrase? He's paraphrasing. There you go.
Paraphrasing, okay. I don't know, it still sounds
Oh.
mean, Tigron.
Shoot items.
But yeah, it was just funny. And like I said, I proceeded to kick his ass each time, and it wasn't even like there was a slight difference between inputs. No, I just kicked his ass equally every time. We even played matched on controller.
I thought you guys had a couple of games where you were pretty close.
No. When I say they were equal, I mean he had about roughly the same amount of kills than I had. Well, I won. So I don't remember what the score got to. I just remember I won. And it wasn't that close from what I remember, but I'm gonna admit that I don't fully remember the details. But I do remember being significantly ahead.
To be fair, unlike X and I, you didn't stop playing Halo, so
True. And I'm good at it with controller. I'm good at it on keyboard and mouse. And I just understand it. The nuances, the how it plays, the everything.
man, I'm just doing shit tonight.
Annoyed me when he was arguing with me about that map that he edited of yours that he took the sniper off of just because I beat his ass with it for 6 hours straight.
It's a good sign.
Yeah, he's like, well, because I didn't want anybody else doing what you did. I'm like, yeah, well, that's why there's 2 snipers on the map. In a normal game 4v4, there's going to be 2 snipers going
Yeah.
at each other. Like,
Besides,
it's not going to be one asshole. camping
that sniper
nearby.
rifle has a 120-second cooldown. And one spare
Yeah, no, I just
mag,
constantly
that's-
kept grabbing it.
Yeah.
I would basically run out, drop down, grab the new one, go back up to my sniper perch, and just fucking keep dipping. It was kind of disgusting, but we were having a casual conversation at the time, so I wasn't really thinking about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it was enough for him to be like, nope, sniper's got to go. And I'm like,
That says some shit, though.
I was a little disappointed because I'm like, if you really want this to be like a matchmaking made map, like you need a sniper here.
At least one.
At least one. I even said that. Like, at least put one like in the middle or something. And he's like, no. I'm like, you're retarded.
Man,
Like,
I'm
Yeah,
doing.
if you're
I've
gonna
been-
make it a controlled weapon, like a control weapon.
Okay,
you have
I'm
to
gonna be the first to
own
admit
an
I'm
area.
doing absolute trash. Why am I on top of this leaderboard right now?
because I'm doing even worse.
Because it's late at night on a weekday, so everyone's trash.
Except the enemy team, apparently.
But yeah, he like my argument was basically like, look, I've been playing Halo 5 for way longer than you've even taught it fucking you've even ever touched it. And like I think I know a thing or two about how the gameplay goes. Just shut the fuck up and listen to me. And he just refused.
The sniper rifle is on every map.
It's not
It's
how those
not.
grenades are supposed to
It's
work.
on most.
It is on most, yeah.
Like
the map that we're on right
can
now.
We call it's 90%.
The map we're on right now doesn't have a sniper rifle. It has a beam rifle. There's a difference.
Though
I
there's
hate
some
the beam
maps that
rifle.
don't even have
There
either,
is a
actually.
difference there. That beam rifle, fuck, I hate that goddamn thing.
There,
Yeah, I
there's
think
actually
that's
some
like-
maps that don't have either. Like, I want to say Standoff doesn't have either.
Standoff did.
You know, I thought it did too, but I have since looked for it and, like, even looked online for, like, the weapon spot. I don't think it exists unless I'm just retarded.
No, it might
is
not.
it?
I wouldn't put it past. They might have removed it.
I was saying, if you
I
like,
think
you
that
know
could
what,
lie.
you're right. You might just be retarded. Who knows?
I do gotta say, I don't remember the differences between some of the edits they've done and the original map designs, so that could also be the case.
Oh, how did he kill me? What? They have
Well,
this
you put
shotgun.
enough
They
bullets into a
teabagged
body,
me.
and eventually the
No,
body
no,
stops.
no. Like he shot me two shots with the
Sniper rifle, yeah, that's a kill.
no, with the plasma rifle. With the plasma rifle. And then shot 2 more shots with me with the plasma rifle, and it killed me. Like
It's not a two-shot.
there wasn't a
I'm getting
melee. there wasn't a
It's not a
melee or
two-shot melee.
anything there.
It's not a two-shot
And I had a shotgun. I was in his face. I shot him with it.
I don't have an answer for you, bro. All I know is it's not a two-shot melee.
I don't know.
All I got for you is just stop getting shot.
Aw, my needler didn't blow up.
It was just depressing. It was some BS, man. All right, are we picking up Lambda at any point?
Not looking good.
Jesus,
This is gonna
now.
take. This is
Jesus Christ.
nothing. Just like you ever start working on fixing something and then you keep finding more shit. Just kind of doing like a.
Well,
Dude,
nope.
I haven't been on my actual personal computer in like a year. Like other than just like hop on, do like some little shit, like pay bills, and then hop on. My life sucked.
What are you finding that's fucked up, dude?
Just a bunch of random, like there's files got something just like my documents folder is got Arduino COM files, just game folders, shit that shouldn't be here.
Well, the
My
game folders are gonna
website.
be there.
No, it's just like weird fucking file names that shouldn't be here.
Look, just because
Goodness.
the person you were a year ago was shitty about organization doesn't mean that anything's wrong.
Okay, let's get something straight here. I'm not this shitty at organization. CLI, I don't even know what CLI is, but it has agreements, do not move, and not included. I don't even know what the fuck this thing is.
Mod for a game or something like that?
But at what point in it was 7/6/18 was when it was, so what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm doing some maintenance. We'll call it maintenance.
Okay. Tigron.
But I will be on this weekend. I will have this shit fixed by this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Tug the Pepe, Tigron.
Even if I have to go to Linux,
Thank
which
you.
I might just do anyways.
I don't know if I'll be on Saturday because I'm gonna be there's a birthday party that I've got going on here.
Don't go to Linux, dude.
What is? Oh, I love Linux.
What you should go to is Temple OS.
Oh god.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh god.
I'm so glad that we all know exactly what that is.
I actually don't, surprisingly.
I'll just send him the video.
Yeah,
You
I
need
will
to,
watch
yeah,
it.
you need to learn about this thing.
I'll be honest, I wanted to try it out until I saw Linus's video, and I'm like, oh good, they tried it out before I got a chance to. Oh god, I never want to touch this.
Never touch that.
Did, what's your favorite distro?
Ubuntu.
So,
I
haven't installed it on anything
Well.
other than a virtual machine, and I keep having to reinstall it because it just dies on me. Like,
So-
I'll go to run it someday, and it just goes, nope.
It doesn't handle. So Ubuntu doesn't handle VM very well because it expects updates.
Expects a what?
It expects to receive a status update from Ubuntu's distro, like not the distro, their app server.
Okay.
It's every 30 days. If it doesn't receive that, then because even the VMs when it spins back up, your VM automatically assumes the time that your system's running at.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's more than 30 days, it freaks the fuck out.
So hold on. What if I don't? What if I have a Linux PC and I don't run it in there for 30 days?
So the reason
Like
the
bare
VM
metal.
the reason the VM has this issue is because there isn't a real-time clock on a VM. No
Okay.
CMOS. So like I have laptops that I'll leave off for 6 months, bring them back up, and they're fine because the CMOS is keeping the clock running.
So
It also
I
keeps all your motherboard configurations squared away.
So I also don't. I have a couple other Linux distros, Kali being one.
Kali,
I'm gonna say
Kali.
Android because that's technically correct.
that count. Android.
And I've ran them
HTML.
about as equally as frequently, and Ubuntu's the only one that just goes, you know what, bruh? Fuck you.
Kali was designed to
I
not
know what it
rely
is.
on a clock,
Oh.
because you can do the
Shotgun attacks.
timeless attack using Kali.
That's fair. I haven't played. I haven't messed with Kali too much because I kind of. I wanna learn how to use the tools just to kind of know them, but I haven't had the time to really fuck with it.
Kali,
Alright, I gotta hop off,
Kali's
so
a good learning
Have fun.
Later, Slaughter.
time
Yep.
for the
I'll talk to you
attacks.
guys later.
Never lose the
Later.
butthole.
I'll end you.
Okay.
But Kali is a good starting spot to learn, but all those tools are. If you pull off an attack with just the preloaded tools, you found an idiot.
That's so. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. All that. I mean, I know that like, it's a good start for like learning things, but also
Oh, yeah.
like, as an operating system,
educational
it's good to
platform, it's
use.
fantastic.
Well, it seems like it's good to use as an OS for attacking, but you should probably load your own
What-
shit.
That's what it's for. It's meant
Yeah,
for
it's a
pen
pen
testing.
test thing. Yeah.
But yeah, most pen test, like what comes preloaded on it is education. Here's a bunch of
That's
starting
fine.
points. Change the code to fit your needs.
That's fine. And,
Yeah, and
you know-
it's good for what it does. I might lose you guys walking upstairs really quick.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
But-
same. Like I'm learning the stuff in Kali for that kind of thing. Like just learning, and I want to get some of the Hack 5 tools because they look kind of neat just to play with. But you know. I think
There
we lost
is
it. Oh,
a really great book if you ever want to learn, like Python.
I don't.
Why am I doing so bad tonight?
I
Python's
hate
really
code.
Python's really easy though.
I should give coding another chance. My high school shit made me hate coding.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
fucking-
high
fucking
school. Nobody
yeah.
would enjoy that.
Well, like, everybody else was fine, but, like, our teacher was just so garbage at teaching. I didn't learn anything. I learned the very basics of Visual Basic, and which is not a
Oh,
pun.
you poor soul.
And
yeah, when I was in high
forced
school.
JavaScript down our necks, and fuck JavaScript. JavaScript goes suck a dick.
Second that fucking, yep, fuck JavaScript. Fuck Java in general, that shit's
And,
so...
and honestly, like, they started to barely teach us some C#, but, like, it was kind of too little too late, and they did a very half-ass, like, trying to get us to do anything in it. And it really just put me off trying
Okay.
to touch the code.
Okay, game. Okay. Okay, game.
So, I'll give it a shot at some point.
But, there's a... What is it? One second, let me find that title. It's like hacking, or hack for Python or something. It's just like, it's the same thing as Kali. It's basically, here's a bunch of starting points. But the way it, like, slowly progresses through it, it's like, here's how to use Python to crack WAP2. Here's how to crack encryption with it. And it's like, it's not going to do it quickly. It's just like a really basic starting point. But it's enough to get you interested.
Okay, that's neat.
I still need to get that JavaScript deal on Humble Bundle right now.
Don't do it. Oh my god, just don't do Java. Let it die.
It
Java-
is like a
Java,
15
sure. JavaScript still has its uses, mainly in the web.
It is like a $1,500 value, man, that you can get for $25. And
For
it's
what?
like
It's JavaScript.
If they
it
can
is
sell it
for an
multiple.
online.
It is multiple courses.
Just look it up online for free. It's JavaScript. It's a pain
You could
in the
literally
ass.
follow university level classes for free somewhere.
You can take MIT Masters. You can get your Masters for free from MIT. You just go to MIT Web. It's free. Pen testing with Python. That's a good one.
Honestly,
That's
pen
fine.
testing would be a great job to have. In my
Hey,
opinion, I
well,
just need to learn a bunch of
It's
things.
a
before
hard
I-
job to get. It's one of those, once
Yeah.
you land it, you're fucking good. But you, like, it's a saturated market because they don't really need that many pen testers.
Right. Like,
And then the other
it's
one's
something
cracking codes with Python. That's
did
a
I
really
just-
good one. I have that one.
like
that's
the
my,
That had to have been lag.
like for me, pen testing looks fun, but I already know that there's a lot of shit I need to learn before I even consider that as being a job. Like, don't get me
Really
wrong, I could
depends on
definitely.
what you're like part of my job, like, for a while was just, well, I made it part of my job was just, I hated my security department, so I made it part of my job to just make their life hell. So, like, it's not that hard to, it's more just being able to Google.
I
Like,
mean,
you
I'm
gotta
pretty
get
good
some
at
Google,
that.
You gotta get your Google foo up, like, and then it's a lot of reading, like,
Sword on my X.
it's a lot of bleeding
got
edge
it.
reading. You know, some doctorate somewhere came up with this fucking principle, like the timeless timed attack that was like 2 months ago, and it's already patched out. But somebody came up with the idea of just time canon doesn't exist to a computer, and it fucking broke the shit out of the internet.
Huh.
Which was pretty ingenious, actually. And hell, I mean, you can crack most enterprise, like, Wi-Fi with just old school tricks that still work.
walked
just
right into
nobody
that.
pays attention to them.
Oh yeah.
Like, what is that? The force all. There's a way to force all the clients to disconnect and turn you into a middleman.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we've done that at
Uh,
my university.
I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
it
about.
still works. It still works, and like nobody ever prepares for it.
You can pretty much just copy the credentials of whichever, pretty much any connection point
Okay.
on a
And
network
honestly, there's
and act
tools
like
out
you're
there
one
that
of
make
them.
it really easy. You can do it with a cell phone. And,
Oh, well,
like,
that's what we did.
Well, like, so Hack5 actually sells a tool called Wi-Fi Pineapple. sure you guys have heard about
Yep.
it, maybe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they used.
The way the pineapple does website, I'm looking it up right now.
One team did that for the project for our cybersecurity class. They pretty much when they did it, then they made a presentation on how they did it and how easy it was.
There's a name for that. Aircrack can do it. It's a certain packet that all 2.4 gigahertz wireless devices they just
shit.
automatically assume this means disconnect.
Sorry, Tigeron, that was my grenade that killed you.
Meh. I know what you're talking about. I forget what it is because it's
Yeah, I
I
can't
don't
it still works. It still works. It works on basically you can go anywhere and do it
If it's-
because nobody
I'm
ever
missing
prepared
all of my sticks
fixes it.
tonight.
if it's what I think it is, which it probably is. I was watching a video on last year's DEF CON, and
Yeah,
the guy literally built a box that literally is just its only purpose is to detect those kinds of attacks.
Yep. The 5 gigahertz got rid of the problem. Sort of got rid of the problem. It's still there, but it's harder to do. You need now you need to already know the authentication for the network in order to force all the clients off.
And if
But
they
you
have a
don't need
2.4, they
admin
probably had
privileges.
the same password on their 5.0.
Yeah, 80% of the time it's the same thing. So
Or if it's any different, it has 5G at the end, or 5 gigahertz at the end, or 5.
or yeah, or like a -5. Or
Yeah.
Or it's
I fell
staff
into that trap
only.
once.
That shit
Or
is
actually,
so bad.
I actually have I use Ubiquity at home, and I'm sure there's a way for me to separate the two, but it actually runs both under like the same password and shit, like just automatically.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I have to double check that because I'm pretty sure I probably did the lazy way of doing it. To be fair, but when I initially set it up, I didn't really know what I was doing on that level of network gear. All I knew is I wanted it to fucking work, and I wasn't asking.
As long as it works, I guess can't be it works. Probably works better than my network. But I'm in the
Well, let me
fucking
put it to you
country.
this way. Previously, we had so much fucking we had to restart the modem at least every day, multiple times a day sometimes, just because our connection went out. And I don't think I've had to restart it once in 2 years. Since I got
fucking
this shit.
Xfinity. I might as well just put a potato in there. It'd be better. I run servers
Gonna-
out of my house, and I'm just, oh my god, my downtime's ridiculous.
Checking my Unify stuff right now to see how retarded I am. To be fair, I'm not really concerned about it, but actually, we used Ubiquity access points at this company I worked at, and they were set up the same way. But so so we bought a building just across the street from one of our other facilities, and for a bit there, their access points were like yelling at each other, going, "Ah, it's a rogue access point! Ah!"
Oh, Tiger.
And that's when I realized, oh, I could just go into the settings, and be like, "Look, bro, that's fine. That's okay," and it won't
Okay.
holler anymore.
You're good. You're good.
Tigeron, I didn't tell you, but I got tired of losing, so I queued us up only into Auto Slayer. It's not worked out.
Okay.
Gained the lead.
I mean, we almost won the last game, but okay. I don't know why you jumped down, dude. I actually don't know why you did that.
To make you question it.
I mean, I grabbed the shotgun and then I raped his face with it. He jumped down with my barrel up his ass. Like, I don't know what he expected.
Suck the phallic object.
You know,
But,
Puff the Magic Dragon. Suck the phallic object.
That was forced.
No, it wasn't.
It was very
It
forced.
fits perfectly.
Envy.
It fits perfectly.
I know the phallic object fits perfectly, but what you were doing there with that song didn't.
I thought it was funny.
It was funny. It hurt me.
Oh, that's
Like-
even better.
KYS, Tigron. KYS.
Bite me, bitch.
Oh, okay. I apparently didn't do enough damage to melee him to death.
But yeah, there was one time because we had another facility that was several streets over, and there was one day it was really fucking windy, and I saw the rogue access point thing flashed on there. I was like, "What?"
Oh, it was carrying.
It was carrying that. Like, I actually like looked into it. I was like, "Hold up a second. And I checked the MAC addresses, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you serious?"
People still don't believe that shit happens.
What the Wi-Fi carries? the
That
signal with
Wi-Fi
it? Yeah.
carries with the wind.
I mean, to be fair, it sounds retarded, but
It really does. Like something, it's moving the speed of light out of the fuck. No, it's fucking.
it's not moving at the speed of light. It's moving at the speed of radio waves.
That is quite
Actually,
Light.
it's speed of sound.
That's quite
No,
literally
radio
how
waves,
like
speed of light.
radio waves work.
Is it? Are you sure?
Yeah, speed of light.
I don't know enough about radio technology to.
It's a
speak
wave.
this.
Yeah, I'll wait for.
So is sound. Okay, so
No, it's not.
no,
Sa-
no,
sound
sounds
wave
like
is a
Restriction, we have a
transformer.
wave.
anyway,
Sorry,
Sound
man,
waves
it's
are
not here, so I
vibration.
have to make up for it somehow.
it's still waves.
Sound wave is a transformer, Tigron.
Kill yourself.
Gotta do it.
Jesus Christ, I'm horrible with the sniper tonight. Oh, okay. Well, they got the sniper. Because I can't shoot for shit. Okay, no, I pressed to pick both of them up. Wow, that was pretty smart on his part.
Killjoy.
Fuck you, guy. When it comes to my AR skills.
That's why.
Who kicked me to the other fucking chat?
Did you just notice?
He was over there arguing with himself.
I've been playing fucking. I'm in the middle of playing a fucking video game.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's like, fuck, it got quiet all of a sudden.
But anyway, so I'll just look it up because I'm curious. Either way, it's not really relevant to the.
Yeah.
It was still. It was just kind of
We
funny.
can
that
break
it's
the sound barrier. That's all that matters. We can break the sound barrier. We can't break
Okay.
light barrier.
Okay.
Oh hell, that's all white.
Yeah, it was pretty funny when I noticed that. But I do like the rogue access point thing because like it's not a foolproof thing, but it definitely would help against people trying to attack the network that way.
Oh yeah. On top of, it's just kind of fun to do to customers. You ever go to an airport and do it? It's really fun.
No, but I kind of want a Wi-Fi pineapple so I could mess with shit that way.
Attack
can
the network
make
for
one
massive
for, like,
damage.
I
$12.
know, but like the Wi-Fi pineapple nano or whatever they fucking call it is just such a nice little package that I kind of just rather just buy theirs.
Get a 3D printer.
I might as well just buy the damn. I mean, yeah, I know it'll help itself in other projects, blah blah blah, but I don't know. I might get one eventually because there's so many things like I'm like, man, I wish I had a 3D printer so I could print that, but I don't.
I got one. It is currently printing.
Oh,
By the way, if you have a .edu account, any .edu email,
I do not.
Well, it's not that hard to get one. Just sign up for. Like,
I bet it wouldn't be. It's just a fucking email.
Yep, but if you have one, or you know somebody who has one, AutoCAD will give you 2 keys to AutoCAD Educational, which is essentially the professional version, but for personal use, and they'll give you 2 keys for free.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's like, and it doesn't stop updating. Like, as long as you have the like one or the other key installed, it will, like, if they release 2021, it updates to
Are they
it.
one-time use keys?
Yes,
As in, like, if I reinstall...
you
or
get
if
2
I-
installs. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
You can email them from the EDU account and be like, hey, I lost both, like, I had this and this, and they'll give it to you.
I hate AutoCAD a little bit, but...
It's not
okay,
a fun
so
thing to work with, but
it's really not. I had to mess with it at that company because we used it. Some people used it. Although some people would have just got fine with a fucking model viewer, but I'm not the boss. And it just
I know.
what really was bad was that some people had old disc copies with an actual like CD key and shit, and some people had the newer version with all the fucking online shit, and like it was just this clusterfuck. And I was just expected to deal with it. I had no idea what the fuck I was looking at, how to assign people fucking licenses and stuff like that. Which, spoiler alert, you don't.
Yep.
You just sign them into the fucking thing, and it goes if you have licenses available. I didn't have
I already did that at my work with fucking Visual Studios.
Gain the lead.
Guy kept demanding a license. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've never had anybody ask for that.
Well,
Turns
what
out
made
the
it
idiot
worse.
just never logged in.
Oh. Well, see, what made it worse is we replaced this guy's laptop fairly high up in the company, so he had some like bitching power, and
Aren't they always
Gain the lead.
he signs into AutoCAD, the latest one, because he had the license for like
Mine.
He had 17, 2017.
Not mine.
And so we upgraded him to 2020, and he signs in and it tells him his license is expired. So I'm like trying to figure out how to assign him a new license, this, that, and the other thing, and I don't know how it fixed itself. It's somewhere in there. It just kind of fixed itself after he signed in again one time. But it was a good like 3 or 4 weeks of trying to figure this the fuck out, and I was like, I couldn't figure it out, and they were breathing down my neck. Like the CFO was like, "Hey, like, you fix this thing yet?" I'm like,
Fix this shit,
I'm
guy.
trying, dude. Like, and I'm getting no help from anybody else. Like, I was so done with AutoCAD at that point. Like anything by Autodesk could just go suck a dick. I don't care.
They really don't document it very well either.
They are really bad about it. Yeah.
Part of that is they want you to go get the AutoCAD, fucking the $300 certificate. Fucking horseshit.
Yeah, it's just. Don't get me wrong, it's nice software. I used it in school. I had a class that we like. I don't even remember why I took the class. I just had a class that we used it in to like learn how to use it. It was an old version, but it was really nice though.
Oh yeah.
And so I can only imagine the shit you can do with the current AutoCAD. I need to learn a little bit of Blender actually, because
Same.
I've been learning Blender recently.
just because I want to. Well, one, there's a model I want to put in VR chat, and I need to learn how to edit it a little better.
That's why I learned it.
Same.
That's actually what my avatar is right now. That's my, well, will be. You had to spend 24 hours in VR chat in order to upload a fucking avatar.
Really?
Yeah. So I
know that.
have the
Didn't know that
avatar
either.
done, and I've like I put him in like I ported him over to fucking Beat Saber and shit, and it works. But I can't put him on fucking VR chat until I spend 24 hours there, and
I wonder how long I've spent in VR
You could
chat. I
just
don't
leave
think
it
it's
running
24 hours.
overnight.
You
no,
totally
you
could.
can't. It turns out you can't. They track if you're moving or not.
All right, rubber
Yeah.
band your controller.
I thought about that, but apparently.
Next
that
thing you're gonna tell me they track if you're moving outside of your home world.
Like John, I know for a fact John hasn't played in VR chat for that long, and he's got custom avatars.
He also might have done it before they put that in. 'Cause we don't
Oh.
know if that's a new thing or not.
All I know is it takes 24 hours. You have to have 24 hours of playtime, and their excuse is, and I guess it is a viable excuse, is it cut down on the amount of like griefing and just trolling and shit.
It makes sense because like there's some things you can do with like the emotes that are or not just the gestures. I mean, that are just like really
Yeah.
fuck with people's vision and stuff. And some people are really sensitive to that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not.
But not only
but-
that, some of the like, can you imagine like if it wasn't for a 24-hour wait time, how many like not safe for work avatars would just get blasted
I mean,
into the community?
All of them.
All
I
of
mean, outside of all of them, like there already are a ton.
Well, I mean, like, really not safe. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, we'll call it
There's a lot
borderline.
of borderline. Yeah, I don't want to say borderland.
Thinking about comic books? Sorry, I hate that game. It makes me think
I
of
hate
comic
that game
books.
as well.
Yeah, I don't like the game either.
Game over.
Like,
I liked
everybody
it
got
until
all
2.
about it. And
Well,
then I was just,
technically
the whole
until
time I was
3.
just like,
No, well the model I want to do is the Warfare Machine Crystal model
ooh,
because I haven't seen it on there.
somebody's got it.
Well, I mean, I'm sure someone does, but I haven't seen it, so I can't snag it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself.
It's gonna be a fun one.
And yeah, because it comes with a bunch of like stuff pre-installed, so I actually got to like delete a bunch of shit for it to work. So it's just a whole thing.
Wait,
Plus, then I gotta like
for what? For Blender?
for the crystal model, I have it downloaded
Oh.
already. Like, it has a
Actually,
bunch of
that should be
outfits and
pretty
shit.
easy. It's just to adjust its assets.
Yeah, I tested it and
Clean
brought
up
it
its
into
skeleton. It probably has a ridiculous skeleton.
I brought it into what is it? Unreal and no, not Unreal,
Unity.
fucking Unity. And as I expected, like all the hidden outfits and shit were just like everything was just layered on top of each other. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
So that's an
Yeah,
easy
that-
fix. It's just one I haven't bothered with yet.
Puppy dog's here.
Tide the
Dog.
leader.
What are you? What? Sorry, my puppy dog.
But if I enjoy messing with this model, I might end up like trying to make my own and shit, just out of shits and giggles.
Yeah, I really got to figure out how to mess with models and shit.
It's fun. It took
If
it,
you have
it
the
took me
patience
like
for it, it's
8
fun.
dedicated hours with a lot of beer.
I tried it years ago with a program called Animator. It was just a free modeling and animation program.
Oh, I remember Animator.
Yeah,
That was rough times.
that's all I had back in the day. I guess I should have learned GMAX
I think that's
instead,
all
but-
everybody had back in the day because GMAX was expensive.
No, GMAX was the free one. You're thinking 3ds Max.
Yeah, probably.
I ran through some tutorials for GMAX and I got lost. I was just like, I don't care enough. Fuck this.
Yeah. That's the only reason to use Blender and Unity is they're free. Otherwise, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah, like, so it's one of those things. Like, I just want to mess with it just to see if I like it. If I do, cool. If not, meh. I'd rather mess with music stuff anyway.
Man, I've done.
I kind of wish I
so
kind of want
shit
to learn some
today.
Photoshop stuff. That way I could like make my own album covers.
Gimp.
Revenge.
Yeah, I know. I'm not good at any kind of visual art.
Gimp
I
got
guess-
a lot of YouTube tutorials. Like Photoshop does too, but Gimp's free.
I know.
I'd
I
rather
have
have
GIMP.
Photoshop.
I've used GIMP.
Any day of the
I
week,
like
I would
GIMP.
rather have Photoshop.
Honestly, though, I
Gimp's
Although
community
I-
brushes are pretty good
Yeah.
too.
if I
You gotta give 'em the
fucking,
brushes, they're
I
free.
fucking hate Adobe as a company, but Photoshop's good.
if
Oh,
I
Photoshop is great. It's definitely the better option, but it isn't free.
Yeah.
if I get good at Blender, I might actually just use that. to make my
If I
album
get
covers.
that, if I get that Wacom 1 tablet that I want, it comes with like 2 or 3 months of Photoshop.
I do hate that everything's gone to a fucking subscription model. I understand it's
Oh.
better for the company, and technically it's cheaper in the short term, but like I'd rather buy software and be done with it.
I wish, like, if they're
Yeah,
gonna do
same.
subscription, I wish they could figure out a way, like, just how long I used it. Because, not just I got to install it, but, like, installed it and used it.
See, that's why I don't do free trials anymore, because I'm tired of like, it's 14-day free trial. I'll maybe use it like 10 minutes out of those 14 days.
Okay, I'm done using the.
So
fucking AI.
I've taken to the path of pirating everything that I want a free trial.
Yeah, I'll pirate it first, and then if I like it, I'll buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then they usually don't also ask you for connection information or an account for free trial or anything.
Well, a lot of things are making it harder to pirate, to be fair, but like the things I want to pirate are like VST plugins for FL Studio for like instruments and shit. Like, yeah, sure, I'll just use a crack to get free Drumazon so I can have a fucking 909 plugin so I can just mess with drums and stuff. To
And
my
just
heart's
play around
content.
with shit, and then if
Yeah.
you really like it, yeah, you go and support them.
Exactly.
Not,
Plus, I like my stuff being legit. I ran fucking pirated FL Studio for a while until I got a job, and that was like literally the first thing I bought when I got my first
Should
job.
I
was FL
also say
Studio.
that I'm still streaming?
I don't care.
Okay.
I've purchased FL Studio.
Well,
They
like-
have my fucking money.
like anybody who's listening isn't doing the same thing. This is the internet we're talking to.
I mean, even if so, they have my fucking money. They can verify that they have my fucking money. Like, I'm on the fucking forum. I'm on the website. I have the most expensive version of FL Studio you can get, which you actually can't even buy anymore. Like,
Shit, it's the same reason I got into open source. Is just I might not be the greatest developer ever, but damn it, if I don't believe in it,
Like
should be free in the beginning.
if ImageLine has an issue with that I pirated FL Studio for like 8 months or whatever, and then bought it, they can go suck a dick.
Right, give me a year.
They'll just
trial.
revoke your license, Tigran. That's all.
All right, I'll go to fucking Cubase
Darn.
or Ableton. Good job losing a customer, bitches. Like,
Revenge. Killjoy.
It really should be free for a while.
How am I still alive?
to be fair, the only reason I pirated it in the first place because their trial is like really fucking generous. It doesn't have an end to it. At the time, you couldn't save your projects though. Now you can save
Yeah.
them. You just can't open them. Unless you have the full version, of course.
Which is just like there's a giant kick in the fucking nuts.
I mean, at least you can save them so when you actually have the full software. Or you can go into the save file and edit like a flag, and then you can open it. But that's neither here nor there.
My mother is calling me.
Have fun with that.
Is Blue's part still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, he had the shotgun. Okay.
But yeah, no, FL Studio, like, they really do have the most generous thing. I got tired of like boozing projects to Windows Update
Yeah.
specifically, because I would leave my laptop on for days, like a couple of weeks at a time, to save a project. Because you could export to MP3 and everything just fine.
Yeah.
That was no issue. So,
5 minutes remaining.
so I got tired of losing projects, so I eventually was just like, fucking, I'm pirating it. And
So, Blue, yeah, I know you mentioned before, but why can't you play Halo right now?
Because my computer's fucked right now.
What happened to it?
No fucking clue, or I'd have it fixed.
There.
what's it doing or not doing?
Whenever GPU is in, powered, and running, it fucking randomly crashes.
Could be an issue with PCIe.
It's a new motherboard.
Doesn't matter. Actually, because it's new, it might be like a...
Has it
It
only
did that on
happened
my
since you
previous
had the new
motherboard. I changed the motherboard
Oh.
to see if it was that, and it's still doing it.
Okay.
Is the graphics card fucked?
Yeah. Is the graphics
I
card
tried
new?
2 different graphics cards, and I still get the same issue.
Okay.
Have you completely reinstalled Windows?
Twice.
What's your power supply wattage?
750. Next step is going to be to fully replace the power supply.
I mean, your power supply, I guess, could be faulty, but the wattage seems fine.
Game over.
Well, that's the thing. It also suddenly stopped working. It worked for a while, then it just fucking stopped.
The power supply?
The computer.
I've done trash tonight in Halo, so I'm gonna call it here.
I mean, it could be your
I'll stay on the call,
CPU,
though.
unless you change that out too.
That's the 2 things I've got left to try is swap the
So those watching the
PSU
stream,
to
have a
just
good
see if
night.
it's maybe